Oh, hey, what's happening there, YouTube? It's Brian House here for Housemade, and today we are going to be going over the Revolution changes from Gen 4 to 5. And typically when I do a new update of the grinder, I do one of these videos where I explain all of this stuff in detail so that people can understand what the changes are. But we've been slammed with orders ever since we released this about 8 months ago from the time of filming this. We've been just absolutely slammed. Just to give you some back history of the Revolution project, it was something I came up with in 2019. I wanted to build my own version of a 2x72 belt grinder, make it accessible to a lot of people. I developed a plan set, and from there, this machine has been built all over the world, tens of thousands of times, and it has changed my life, and it's because of you. So thank you so much for helping me change my life by supporting my work, either through watching these videos or building the Revolution, buying the plans, or whatever it might be. My job now is this full-time, which is a result of everything we've done right here. And there'll be bookmarks down below, so if you want to jump around, you can kind of fast forward through there by using those bookmarks. Just remember that if you're looking to build a 2x72 belt grinder, we have a ton of resources on our resources page. You can go to my website, housemade.us. You can buy pieces, parts, and plans for the Revolution project and the Apollo Forge project. That's a new project we released this year. Now, if you ever once bought into the Revolution project, you are in for life, meaning if you bought version 1 set of plans in 2019, you can use our website, scroll down to the bottom and click on track my order or find my digital downloads there. Use your email and your order number and you can get the latest updates. All the DXF files are included in that, the PDF files. Everything is there for you to download so you can upgrade your Revolution to a Gen 5. And what's kind of cool about this is that we kept the chassis of the Revolution the same throughout all generations of the Revolution. So if you built a Gen 1, you can update to Gen 5 relatively easy. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is the D plate. We've increased the size of the D plate to accommodate a 4-inch contact wheel. You can buy these through us. This is a grooved wheel. You also have the option for a smooth wheel. The difference between the two is really just one thing. I've heard a lot of theories about this. The grooved contact wheel is a little bit softer than the solid wheel. If I'm working on something that's really hard, I need to hog off a lot of material and I'm going to be doing a lot of deburring, I go with the solid wheel. If I'm working on knives and smaller things, I like the groove wheel because it's just a little more forgiving. The cool part about the Gen 5 D plate is the spacing between these two bolts that hold on the platen backer are identical to Gen 4. So your Gen 5 D plate will accommodate a Gen 4 platen backer, which is this piece right here. And you can buy these from us now prefabbed. We make them here, or you can buy the little kit and you can put one together. What I like about this system is the spacing for all the bolt holes is the same. Really all we did was extend the bottom. So if you decide you want to upgrade to a Gen 5 D plate, your old tooling arm will work as well. So you can just bolt this right up and the platen backer will work, the wheel will work. You'll just have to buy a contact wheel for the bottom and this will accommodate up to 4 inches. I use this all the time. This is a really fantastic upgrade to this machine because it just gives you so much more functionality. And since we're talking about the tooling arm and the D plate, let's take another look at the difference here. The hardware here, this is a carriage bolt that goes all the way through. We've just simplified this entire process and made it easier to adjust the angle in which the D plate sits. It is a carriage bolt that goes through the tooling arm and into an adjustable handle. So this adjustable handle here, loosen it up, and then you're able to tilt the D plate with ease and lock it back into place. And the reason why this is adjustable is because you can pull it out and disengage the mechanism in which turns the actual bolt. So you can position this however you like. All the handles on the Revolution have been upgraded to adjustable handles except for the tracking knob. We left that as an homage to Gen 4. I love the fact that we had an issue with supply chain and that we were not able to get parts and that we came up with these knobs. But in the reality of it is you know, these adjustable handles are just so much nicer and we can get them now and it's not a problem. So we went ahead and updated that. So if you want to do adjustable handles for your Revolution. You can do those and buy those separately on our website. The next really big and great upgrade for the Revolution Gen 5 is the tracking system. This is something that I developed like almost 4 years ago. I still have the original prototypes and never really did much with it. Over the years, many people had seen that video on YouTube. A couple of other companies had adopted the design to their grinders, and it just became apparent that it was very useful and it needed to happen. Now, it gives you 2 axes in which to adjust your tracking wheel. The original Gen 4 knob here works on camber, meaning it swings the wheel out and away from the machine to adjust the belt tension and also how it tracks. The reason I don't like that, it's very effective, but I don't like it so much is because it twists the belt in order to do it. So as it rides up over the drive wheel and over the tracking wheel, it hits that, then twists, and then has to twist back when it hits your top platen wheel or say contact wheel. It's very functional, it works very well. It's just that over time it can warp your belts and it's not as precise as I'd like it to be. Now this front knob here, when you turn this left or right, it's like driving a car. You can steer the belt left or right by just with the slightest turn of this knob. And what it's doing is it's adjusting the toe of the tracking wheel and twisting the entire mechanism back and forth and not twisting the belt, resulting in a very precise amount of tuning. And the best part is you can tune this machine so it'll run forward and backward in any scenario, meaning you could change the belt out from a 36 grit to a 400 grit, and in a matter of seconds you can be tracking forward and reverse. This has made an enormous change to this machine's functionality, and I kind of wish I had done it earlier, but I just didn't understand the engineering quite like I do now. So it's an evolution of this project, and I really do feel like this is 100% worth doing. Now, if you want to just buy the kit to assemble your own Gen 5 tracking, you can do that, or we sell a fully fabricated version of this on our website. So all you have to do is pull one bolt out, swap out the arm and the wheel, put the other bolt in, and you're good to go. And we added a 3D printable handle to the plan set, so you can 3D print a handle if you don't want to make your own. I dig it. And lastly, we thinned out the plate that we used for the work rest down to a 1/4 inch. It was previously 3/8 of an inch. It just simply did not need to be that thick. This is very rigid. It's a great size. It's 15 by 6. And then we also made the slot, the throat of this slot, a little bit deeper so that you had more options from working around the belt. This was a request that we got from many people, that the slot in the other work rest was not quite deep enough, which also allows for you to tilt back and do chamfering on handles and other things. It gives you a lot more options. So the work rest, it pretty much stayed the same except for the throat and the thickness of the steel. Also, we've made some minor design or aesthetic changes to the hinges and the motor plate. This was to just simply modernize the design. I like the old style curvature of Gen 4 and previous editions, but I really dig the angular changes that I've made. This is purely aesthetic. There's no changes as far as any which way the bolts are aligned or anything. It's just I wanted it to look different and more modern. So some new products to check out on our website, housemade.us, are the glass platen, the leather platen, and the radius platen. I'm going to make a separate video on each one of those so you can see the benefits of those and how we use them here in the workshop. The evolution of the Revolution project has just been so much fun for me. I come to work every day with purpose and drive to make this project even better, and I truly appreciate you guys following along and following me on Instagram and Facebook so you can see what I'm up to every single day. Again, guys, thank you so much for all of your support over the years. It's truly transformed my life. And if you got something out of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And if you click that little bell, you'll get a notification every time I upload something to YouTube. There's many ways to support the channel. The best way to do that is to go to housemade.us, buy pieces, parts, and plans for the Revolution and Apollo projects. And just by simply watching and liking these videos, that's awesome too. Thanks again, guys. I hope to see you on the next video. My name is Brian House, and this has been House Made.